Hey guys, this is Frozen Ding Series here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I am going to be doing a review on Hugo. So, Hugo came out in the year 2011 and is directed by Martin Scorsese, and it stars Asa Butterfield, Chloe Grace Moretz, Sacha Baron Cohen, Ben Kingsley, Jude Law, Ray Winstone, Emily Mortimer, Christopher Lee, etc. And so basically, Hugo tells a story taking place in 1930s France, where an orphan boy named Hugo is living in the walls of the train station, behind the walls where no one could see him. Ever since he lost his father, he's been living there all his life, and he basically works there since he has no school and nothing for him. He works. Basically, his job there is to protect and maintain the station's clocks, make sure nothing goes wrong with it. But the one thing that's really most important to him, what he truly does, is to protect his father's works, which is his automation, his robot, which broke down, which is broken, and also a notebook left, and also his notebook as well. And so yeah, with those two things, Hugo doesn't really know much about it, but with the help of Hugo's friend Isabel, both Hugo and Isabel work together to unravel the mystery of what is the meaning of all this. What is the meaning of the robot and the notebook as well. But it turns out it has something to do with Hugo's father's love for movies. As you know, his favorite movie of all time is Trip to the Moon. The Trip to the Moon. And yeah, so there they meet the director and creator of Trip to the Moon, George Méliès. And turns out, there's a bunch of mysteries. And George must, George, who has now turned into a washed-up, retired director, must, come out of retirement to be able to be the passionate filmmaker that he once was. Now let's get into Hugo. So yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I am currently reviewing select Martin Scorsese movies leading up to the Kiss of the Flower Moon, which I'm going to be seeing on Friday. I was going to see it on Sunday, but now I'm seeing it earlier on Friday. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing some background music, I'm actually in a mall right now, and I'm in an empty mall, so hopefully they don't play a song that can get me copyrighted. But anyways, hopefully, we'll see how loud these musics play. But anyways, back on topic. So Hugo is actually one of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies. You probably could tell as I select this, and I did say that I was going to be reviewing some of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies, and if Hugo is a selected one, Martin Scorsese movie, then that says something to me. But Martin Scorsese is So basically, Martin Scorsese is known to make adult movies with a lot of gangsters and swearing and maybe violence sometimes. Although mostly Martin Scorsese's mostly tackles on crime drama, sometimes biopics, but most of the time it's crime dramas. So basically, family movies is something that Martin Scorsese would never do. Yeah, this is Martin Scorsese's experimental film. As you wouldn't expect him to direct something like this, a family film. A film like for the whole family. Not only is it a family movie, but also a fantasy film. A fantasy film like with a lot of sci-fi fantasy elements to it. So And I know that some people are kind of we're kind of disappointed that Martin Scorsese made a family movie, and that's probably why it's because that's why this movie flopped hard at the box office. This is considered to be Martin Scorsese's biggest box office bomb he ever does. I didn't really know that. I wasn't really aware that people didn't like the idea of a Martin Scorsese family movie until I recently watched Chris Stuckman's Wolf of Wall Street review, where he mentioned the fact that people were disappointed that he didn't. People were disappointed that Martin Scorsese directed a family movie, and so as a result, people didn't watch this movie. They didn't want to watch it, and so yeah, it resulted in a flop. And most people saw the film, I know. While some do love it, not a lot of people love it. Some say it's just okay. Some people say it's rather just decent, okay. It's not one of Martin Scorsese's best films he's ever made, and some even go as far as calling it Martin Scorsese's the weakest film he's ever done. And I gotta say, really, out of all the Martin Scorsese movies, you think this is the weakest of them all? Have you seen The Last Temptation of Christ? That is the worst Martin Scorsese movie in my opinion. And while it's not a bad movie, I think it's probably the one Martin Scorsese movie I actually don't like it that much. I wouldn't give it a pass to. I think it's a very underwhelming movie, I should say. Yeah, very underwhelming movie. I don't like it that much, and yeah, that is the worst Martin Scorsese movie. And that movie deserves to be regarded as the worst Martin Scorsese movie, not Hugo. And as for my thoughts on Hugo, this movie is a freaking masterpiece. Yes, you are already aware that I consider Hugo to be one of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies, and for good reason. Because this movie is just amazing. This movie is beautiful. And yeah, I think this song playing right there is perfect for Hugo, because yeah, I think this is a perfect song choice in the mall background for me. I just hope it doesn't go as far as getting my video to have a copyright claim. To get my video to have copyright claim. I mean, I know doing a video in the mall. I mean, yeah, like at least it's. Yeah, that's probably one of my problems, because it gets me worried that I might get copyright claim. But at least for the music, but at least it's better than doing my reviews outdoors, where there's like a bunch of noisy cars, and up to the point where it can literally distract you from your reviews. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, let's talk about Hugo. Yeah, this movie is a freaking masterpiece. Now, back then, I actually loved the film even more than I did before, because back in 2021, I called Hugo my favorite Martin Scorsese movie and my favorite movie of 2011. I'm pretty sure I did mention this movie as my favorite movie 2011 when I did my best movies from every year as alive on my birthday. Well, I will admit, on rewatch, it's no longer my favorite It's no longer my favorite movie 2011. That would go to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, even though, yes, I did call it my favorite Scorsese movie in 2011, I will admit that I did have a debate, because, with the Martin Scorsese, it was a debate between this and Wolf of Wall Street, and with 2011, it was a debate between this and Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2. As it ended up, yeah, this is my second favorite. Yeah, this is my second favorite Martin Scorsese movie, and my second favorite movie 2011. But I can most definitely say that Hugo is perfect. Yeah, this is a perfect movie. And also, yes, I put this movie above The Departed and Goodfellas. Yeah, Martin Scorsese fans are gonna hate me for this and be like, oh, how could you put Hugo as one of the best, as a top tier Martin Scorsese and even over the part and Goodfellas? You're not a true Martin Scorsese fan. Yeah, I can imagine people telling me that, but I don't care. Hugo is perfect, man. I love this movie so much. It's still in my top 100 favorite movies of all time. I maybe a little lower in the list, but oh well. There's still better movies I enjoy more, but yeah. I will say though that this is the best live action family movie ever made. Yeah, I mean, maybe not the best family movie in general because there's like some animated family movies that are undeniably better, but when it comes to the live action family movies, this is definitely the best one. I mean, it's only let's be real. The only competition this movie has is Paddington 2. Paddington, as much of a masterpiece Paddington 2 is, I think Hugo just works for me better in just so many ways unimaginable. And I can most definitely say that this is the most underrated Martin Scorsese movie. Yeah, that's why I am proud to review this movie and explain to you all as to why this is a masterpiece of a Scorsese film and top tier from him. Yeah, sure. This may be a family movie, which is what I said, people didn't ask for, but it's still special because this is basically Scorsese's love letter to film, and it's done in a way that feels magical and charming. Yeah, that's pretty much why Scorsese wanted to make this a family movie, because he wanted to make this just feel charming. He just wanted a break. Like I can tell, he just wanted a break from making these raunchy, over the top crime dramas with a lot of swearing and maybe even sex. Yeah, especially when his next film is probably the most inappropriate movie ever made. Yeah, Scorsese's most adulty film he's ever done. Yeah, that's pretty much the follow up to his most kid friendly film. His one kid friendly film. Yeah, everyone in this movie gave us such very strong performances, especially the two leads, Asa Butterfield and Chloe Grace Moretz. Especially Chloe Grace Moretz. Remember when I said that Peripheral was her best role, Chloe Grace Moretz's best role, and then I said, not necessarily in my initial review of this movie, but in some comments, about Nimona being Chloe Grace Moretz's best performance after I saw the film back in June. Well, I can most definitely say that that Chloe Grace Moretz's true defining greatest performance is right here in this film. Yeah, I absolutely love Chloe Grace Moretz, and yeah, she gave her best performance in her entire career. I mean, I absolutely love her character. Isabella is my second favorite Martin Scorsese movie character, second only behind Naomi, Margot Robbie's character from Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, she's easily the best Martin. I mean, Naomi's by far the best Martin Scorsese character. I mean, you can't compete with that. And you even got an incredible supporting cast, supporting performances like with Ben Kingsley, Christopher Lee, and Jude Law. Literally the Mandarin, Count Dooku, and Mephisto, the upcoming Mephisto. And yeah, it actually makes sense to compare Sacha Baron Cohen's character in this film to Mephisto because he plays a villain role in this movie. He basically plays the main antagonist, where he's a police guy, but he often chases Hugo and kind of assaults him in some ways. And Martin Scorsese's direction in this movie, I love how unique this is. I love how Martin Scorsese actually tried something different, which is just incredible. Yeah, Martin Scorsese is a genius. He knows how to make family movies. I feel like everyone, a lot of there's a lot of live action family movies that are just a piece of crap and don't even know what on earth they're doing. But Hugo manages to break the live action family movie curse. And literally, this movie came out on the same year as two other crappy live action kids movies. The Smurfs, the first one, and Alvin and the Chipmunks and Shipwreck, the worst Alvin and the Chipmunks movie yet. Yeah, Hugo is like, oh, screw these movies. I will show you how to do a good family movie. And I don't know how kids actually react to this one, to be honest. Despite this being a family movie, it still kind of feels very adulty, like in a few ways. It kind of feels like one of the most mature family movies I've ever seen. So I don't know how kids react to this one. Do they actually enjoy this movie? I can see some kids actually getting bored with this film and being like, oh, how is this a family movie? It's not for me, it's boring. I can definitely see that because it's not a family movie. It's not really like this comedy, goofy family movie that can impress the kids. It's only a family movie because it's lighthearted and it stars kids. Stars kids in it, but yeah, most of the time the story is actually very complex and thought-provoking. Yeah, with all these stories about mystery, about the truth about what's behind the automation, the robot, and the notebook, and exactly what Mills is doing. Yeah, basically what he was doing, I actually forgot to mention in my plot. Basically, what he was trying to do, is to show his appreciation to George Méliès, the director of the director of Trip to the Moon, where the robot would draw the Trip to the Moon poster, with the iconic poster with the moon on the face and a rocket on the face that looks like a bullet, and then he'd have George, and then he put George Méliès' signature sign. Yeah, he wanted to show appreciation to George Méliès, but then George became just like, oh, I lost my passion. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, he went to that. He had that state of mind, and so. Basically, so all thanks to Hugo and Isabel, George was able to feel passionate again as he started to step up and make more movies, and that's beautiful. Anyways, this is definitely Martin Scorsese's best looking film yet. I mean, the world building is just the world building of France with the train station and the houses, absolutely gorgeous. Production design wise, I think this movie did not win Best Production Design, and it should have won Best Production Design because this movie screams Best Production Design. What a beautiful set, beautiful beautiful just built world, and also the visuals in this movie are absolutely stunning. Now, honestly, I will say that this did not deserve to win Best Visual Effects at the Oscars because I think as visually stunning as Hugo is, I think Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 should have won Best Visual Effects. So yeah, it's a shame that Harry Potter doesn't win Best Visual Effects. I think there was one that won Best Visual Effects, but I forgot what. There was one Harry Potter installment that should have won Best Visual Effects. Forgot what it was, but I don't think it's Deathly Hallows Part 2 nor Prisoner of Azkaban. But to be honest, I said the same thing about Spider-Man 2 in my review of Spider-Man 2, where I said that Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban should have won Best Visual Effects over that film in that year, and for good reasons, because these Harry Potter, they deserve more recognition for their visuals. But Hugo is visually stunning too. It's beautiful, and especially the CGI of the robot. Like considering that this is probably not. This didn't release at the time when heavy CGI was done. I don't think that robot was CGI. I think it was practical, and so they did a really good job of it. The music in this movie, the score. Oh my god! Yeah, thank God this movie won Best Original Score at the Oscars, because my god, the score in this movie is beautiful. Probably the best music I've seen in a Martin Scorsese movie. I love how it truly gives the feel of France. Just the setting alone, just the fact that it takes you to it takes you all the way back to 1930s France, and it just feels like it, feels like it. And also, not to mention, this movie is emotional as well. Yeah, a very emotional movie. By the end of the movie, it just makes you want to tear up. Tear up, like kind of like remember how Manny from Babylon, the ending shot of Babylon, where Manny was watching a movie in the cinema and was literally crying while smiling. That's basically how I felt about the ending of Hugo. Yeah, like I have never seen a Martin Scorsese movie that's emotional, but somehow Hugo manages to be emotional, which is one thing that makes this different from other movies that Martin Scorsese has made. Yeah. So overall, Hugo deserves so much better than this being a box office bomb and people neglecting this movie just because it's a family movie and not a heavy R-rated crime drama movie that people just want from Martin Scorsese. But this is Martin Scorsese's most different and most unique movie, yeah, because he actually tried to step out of his comfort zone and experimented with doing a family movie. And to me personally, I think this definitely worked for Martin Scorsese. I mean, how on earth was this even directed by Martin Scorsese? I mean, this would have been directed by someone else like could have been directed by someone else like Paul King, the director of the Paddington duology and the upcoming Wonka, and even Steven Spielberg, who's done E.T. and who's done E.T. Yeah, and yes, by the way, remember earlier in the review when I said that the only real competition was Paddington 2? Well, technically also E.T. as well. E.T. It's another competition for the best live action family movie, but again, I'd still give that title to Hugo as the best family movie. Yeah, sure, it's no Wolf of Wall Street, but it's my second favorite Martin Scorsese movie. Yes, it's better than The Departed. It's better than Goodfellas. It's better than Silence. It's better than The Irishman. It's better than Raging Bull 2, and especially the Last Temptation of Christ. So yeah, this ain't the worst Scorsese movie, y'all. This ain't his weakest film. Now, if you think that this is his weakest film, I can totally see where you're coming from. Yeah, sure, the movie is slow paced. It's not the fastest paced movie, but it is just a beautiful, emotional, heartwarming film that is literally Scorsese's love letter to cinema. So with that said, I'm gonna give Hugo 5 stars out of 5. So that's all for my review of Hugo. What are your thoughts on Hugo? Is this your favorite? Is this one of your favorite Martin Scorsese movies? Would you put this as a top tier Scorsese movies, or do you think that this is a bottom tier Scorsese movie? And question to y'all: what is your favorite live action family movie? Would you say that it's Hugo? Hugo is the best live action family movie, or would you say otherwise, like something like E.T. or Paddington 2, like a more popular pick? So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my special review on Once Upon a Studio. So yeah, bye guys.